Your dog's strange behavior. Dogs are so closely related to humans that sometimes their behavior reminds us of us. When your pet acts like a baby, asks to be held, or demands that we watch him play with his toys, we don't even pay attention. On the other hand, some canine behaviors are so unique that they can't help but remind us that we are dealing with an entirely separate species. Why do dogs tilt their heads when we talk to them? Why do they chase their tails? Here are the answers to at least some questions about these and other bizarre behaviors in dogs. Why do dogs tilt their heads? Although the tilt of an animal's head has never been considered scientifically, according to Mental Floss, dog behaviorists have a number of theories as to why a pet sometimes tilts its head sideways when you talk to it. She's trying to understand you. Dogs do understand the meaning of a number of words and intonation. It is quite possible that when your pet listens intently with her head tilted sideways, she is listening for words, phrases, and intonations of voice that have positive meanings and associations for her. She tries to focus on your voice. Although dogs have excellent hearing, their ability to pinpoint the source and location of sound is actually worse than in humans. Perhaps tilting her head helps her determine where the sound of your voice is coming from. She is trying to get a better look at you. A theory proposed by Psychology Today points out that the shape of your dog's face prevents him from seeing your face fully. Tilting her head helps her see around your face so she can read your facial expression and pick up cues to see if she's happy with you. She knows that in doing so, she looks cute. Well, sort of. Although your dog probably doesn't really understand the concept of cuteness, she senses your positive reaction to that cute head tilt, and it reinforces this form of behavior. Therefore, it continues to do this intentionally to get your positive reaction. Why do dogs scatter soil with their hind paws when they go to the bathroom? Dogs by nature have strong territorial instincts. According to the American Kennel Club, every time a dog goes to the bathroom, it marks its territory. However, since many animals mark their territory in this way, the dog makes an extra effort to let other animals know that this is where he left his mark. VetStreet adds that dogs have glands in their paws that release pheromones when they scratch the ground with their hind paws. Essentially, this is the way your pet adds its signature to the territorial tag. Dogs also often bury their feces. Why do dogs twist around themselves before they lie down? This behavior is probably a relic of a time when they weren't pets yet, says VetStreet. The dog's wild ancestors likely described circles around the ground to tamp down dirt or knock down grass or leaves to make a little nest in which to lie down. The dog twists in place before laying down. This has to do with this particular hereditary skill. In the wild, they dig a hole in the ground to sleep, to regulate body temperature and provide some protection from the elements. This behavior is apparently so deeply ingrained that even the most comfortable indoor lie down won't stop your dog from doing it from time to time. Why do dogs chase their tails? Like head tilting, chasing one's own tail has a number of possible reasons, says the Canine Journal. Some dogs apparently chase their tails simply because it's fun and helps them dispel boredom. Others do it to express joy or a desire to play. And animals with a strong hunting instinct are likely to chase any moving object in their sight, including their own tail. However, tail chasing does not always just mean play. It can also be a sign of something more serious, like a health problem or state of anxiety. If your dog frequently chases his tail, you should talk to your vet to rule out the following complications. She has a skin condition. The dog may have anal gland problems, which may cause him to twist around trying to reach his rear end to provide some relief. Also, allergic dermatitis caused by fleas can result in severe itching in the hind area, in which case the dog simply tries to reach the itchy spot. The dog has high cholesterol levels. At first glance, this seems like an unusual cause of tail chasing, but according to VetStreet, a study published in the Journal of Small Animal Practice found that this oddity is more common in dogs with high cholesterol levels. One theory is that excess cholesterol blocks the flow of hormones that control mood and behavior, causing dogs in this condition to become anxious and agitated. The animal has obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. OCD is an anxiety condition quite common in dogs, and frequent tail chasing is a common symptom of this disorder. One way to determine if this behavior may be related to OCD is to see if it would be easy to distract your pet from tail chasing. If not, or if he also exhibits other compulsive behaviors, you should discuss the possibility of OCD with your veterinarian. Of course, if your dog doesn't chase his tail very often, or if he only does it when he's obviously agitated or it's time to play, then you probably have nothing to worry about. Nevertheless, it may be worth telling your vet during your next checkup, just to be on the safe side. Why do dogs rub their backsides on the carpet? If you have a dog, you've undoubtedly seen him occasionally rub his butt on the carpet or grass. While it looks funny from the outside, it's actually a sign of a problem. When a dog rubs his butt on the ground, he is trying to get rid of discomfort or irritation in his butt area. The irritation can be caused by a variety of factors, from inflamed anal glands to tapeworms to allergies. If this behavior occurs more than once or twice, it's best to take your dog to the vet for a checkup. He will help diagnose the problem and also provide you with a treatment plan to prevent it in the future. While you may heartily laugh at your poor pet riding the floor, remember that he is uncomfortable at this point, and also think for a moment about his butt rubbing on your clean floor. Why do dogs sniff each other's tails? Dog owners are well aware of their habit of sniffing under each other's tails. In fact, this is exactly what you will notice first thing when introducing your puppy to another dog, because to us humans, it seems completely abnormal and strongly contrary to human standards. But for animals, it is quite normal. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell, 10,000 to 100,000 times better than humans, and they use it to find out all about their mates by sniffing the area under their tails. Although this seems disgusting to us, it is a sea of discovery for animals. They have anal glands that produce pheromones and scent molecules that tell your pup a lot about their new friend, including age, sex, diet, reproductive status, and more. Although it's a canine way of greeting, a few of these sniffles for them are tantamount to maintaining a full-fledged conversation. That's why you may notice that dogs who meet often and know each other well don't sniff each other too often. So even if you find it disgusting and want to stop your pet from taking part in this greeting, remember that it's their instinctive way of getting to know each other better. Dog habits may seem strange and sometimes completely inexplicable from our point of view. But if you try to think like a dog, they will make more sense. If you've ever asked yourself, why does she tilt her head, or asked another question about your dog's behavior, a deeper understanding of her psychology will help you feel closer to your four-legged friend.